guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today is another update. Today I will be updating you guys on how week 15 was for me, considering I turned 16 weeks yesterday. Okay, so let's get started. Yeah, the girls are sitting up today. I went bra shopping yesterday, so I got a couple bras and a couple new panties, because some people don't like to wear panties, but underwear. But that's because you know, you're growing. So yeah, we're gonna get into all of that. So again, this is an update on week 15, and you can kind of see baby. Okay, so this week baby is the size of a pear. Side note, I did not do this like formal week 14 last week. I kind of told you guys how my first trimester was, and then I kind of gave you like some very, you know, general, no signs, no symptoms, X, Y, and Z information for week 14. I think like week 13 and 14. So as of now, I'll give you guys like how big baby should be, what you should expect, etc. And then I'll tell you guys what I am experiencing. So without further ado, let's jump back into it. So again, baby should be the size of a pear. I don't have a pear, but it should be the size of a pear. So baby is still pretty small. I think baby is like 2 ounces. I think 2 ounces or something like that. Maybe like 4 inches, 2 ounces, something like that. I can't verbatimly remember. But baby is super small. However, if you go and get an ultrasound right now, whether it's at like a 3D place, which I do like those places. I've gone. I went once already in the pregnancy. I usually wait to go because before, you know, I guess before your second trimester, they kind of just look like a blob. And then even in the beginning of your second trimester, they look like an alien, like just like a skeleton. So sometimes, you know, people are like, oh man, I thought it was gonna be more. And so as of, you know, so after that baby, they'll, you know, go towards the end of their second trimester, especially in the third trimester, because that's when the baby develops fat and they just look really cute. And then you can kind of see or kind of predict who they're going to look like once they come out. However, I did go because I was not feeling baby kick or anything. And so I just wanted to go make sure, you know, that everything was okay, because obviously they can detect a heartbeat, all of that. They can, I mean, obviously they're on the screen. And so I did go like 2 weeks ago to see baby, and I did see baby. And again, baby was thriving, and we did see the heartbeat. Everything was good. I was a little just nervous because with my first, she was active way before they told me to expect her being active. Like, I'll never forget feeling her kick for the first time, and you know, going to look on what to expect for that week and being like, you know, oh, you know, within 3 or 4 weeks you should expect to feel them, you know, movement and them kicking. But I want to tell you guys that sometimes you can feel them kick sooner, and then sometimes you can feel them kick later. You should for sure feel them kicking around before or around 18-week mark. If you don't feel them kicking then, I would definitely go in to see your OB. But it also depends on where the baby placement is, right? And like, I think where your I know I'm gonna get it wrong, but I think oh my god, I should have wrote it down, but it has a lot to do with like if the baby's like inferior, or I don't know, to the placenta or the uterus or something like that. So it's hard for me to feel this baby because like there are like 2 things before you get to the baby or whatever, and the baby is like super low. Whereas like with Ari, baby, I can feel her kicking, I'm telling y'all, for sure at 14 weeks. Like for sure at 14 weeks, probably a little bit before then. So yeah. But anyway, baby should be the size of a pear. Like again, like I said, if you go get an ultrasound right now, if you're at 15 weeks right now going to 16 weeks, you should definitely see arm, legs, face, head, neck, like ears. You should definitely see ears. This week the ears are like on the side of the head, whereas like beforehand it was hard to see the ears. So if you do have an ultrasound, which you should have an ultrasound coming up for like the anatomy scan and stuff like that, you should definitely see a baby. They're just gonna be super small. I did have an appointment yesterday. The appointment went well. I did not have an ultrasound. However, I just had like a checkup, which you have once a month, and then once you get further along in your pregnancy, it'll start to be every 2 weeks, or it'll start to be every week. And then it may differ from those that are considered to be a danger or risk pregnancy, or like they're a little bit older or whatever. But yesterday, the baby's heartbeat was very strong. I could hear it at first. We couldn't hear anything because their heartbeat and my heartbeat is like in unison. So literally their heartbeat is like mixed with mine. So that was amazing. I had never heard that before. Again, this baby and my first baby are completely different, because with Ari, it was always like boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? But with this baby, it's like boom, 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 boom. So you have to kind of move around it just a little bit. Cause like the mom heartbeat would be like a big swish, like swish, 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 or whatever. But their heartbeat was in it. So they had to kind of move around just a little bit, and then you could hear less of mine and more of theirs or whatever. So that was pretty cool. Some things to expect in week 15 per the app, per your OB, is that you may experience like swollen or red gums. You may have a difficult time brushing your teeth because of how swollen they are, or they may bleed. So I experienced that with my first kid. I have not experienced that so far. I don't want to experience it. Because I know how uncomfortable it can be. So, but I definitely experienced that with Ari. So I have not experienced that again. Hopefully I skip over that, because I have been able to skip over quite a couple, what to expect with this pregnancy. So hopefully we just keep selling and it continues to be a smooth pregnancy. Another thing that you may experience during week 15, is stuffy nose. Now I did experience stuffy nose. However, I experienced stuffy nose, like really, really stuffy, first trimester. Like probably majority of my first trimester. I'm telling y'all, like at first I didn't know that it was the baby. I would have never assumed that this would be like a symptom, or something to look forward to or expect, because obviously my app did not tell me, and I did not experience that with my first child. However, I definitely did, y'all. I would be so congested in the morning time, like every single morning, whether I slept with the fan on, whether I slept with the fan off, whether I turned the air off. Like obviously I am I'm an educator, I'm a researcher, so I was trying so many different things to see like, is it any way that I can control this? Because I hate the feeling. Like I literally do. Like, you ever, had a college roommate or slept over a cousin's house or somebody, and they wake up and they doing all of that. They got all that going on. I hate that. But that was me first trimester. And so I literally was like, okay, can I control this? And I was trying to eliminate it by eliminating some factors. And so this week I found out that it's actually something that happens during pregnancy. It is because of your hormones and different things like that. So I can say that it is over, finito. I'm so happy, because again, I don't like that. It's so nasty. Also this week, from now on out, you should experience some weight gain. So yesterday I have actually lost weight. I think I have lost about 10 pounds or so, which is crazy, because that did not happen with my first baby at all. Like I was not gaining weight, but I definitely was not losing weight. So I was not happy or pleased to see that. Like my blood pressure was straight, but I definitely have lost weight. And I really okay, so again, I'm always doing assessments, assessments on everything. So perhaps it's because when I was pregnant with Aria, I was still going to work every single day, and I was teaching classes, and so I would eat before I got to work. I would eat when I got to work. I would eat during my lunch break. I would take a nap. So I think it's because I had a set routine with her, that obviously included a lot of like food breaks or whatever, and because I was not gaining weight, I was adamant to gain weight. So I was definitely taking the initiative to make sure I was eating. I was taking the initiative to make sure that I think I had like 6 or 7 snacks. I would eat like 3 or 4 times at work. Once I left work, I would always get extremely hungry around 3:30 and 4, because that's around the time that I would leave work if I didn't have practice with the girls. And so I remember, like, once the clock hit 3:30 or 4, I'm talking about so hungry to the point where it felt like I have not eaten in days. And so I would go get some. Even if I did have practice, I would tell the girl, I would start practice at like 4:15, 4:20, just so I had time to run out and get food or whatever. With this pregnancy, it's the summertime, and I was off part of the summer. Then I taught some summer classes because some people needed credit recovery, and so I was doing that. And I've been doing that now for the last 4 weeks. And so with that, I can say that I really have not been snacking. I haven't been eating as much. However, I did not think that I would have lost weight. You can't see it. Like, even when you're gaining weight, you can't see it for real. So I was just very perplexed. I was like, that's crazy. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create a schedule. I'm going to get back on it, even if I don't feel like eating, because there were times with Aria that I did not feel like eating, but I still made sure that I would eat, because again, I was so devastated. I'm talking about, like, y'all, imagine, like, because in the beginning you have an appointment like once a month. So imagine like 3 or 4 months consecutively in no weight gain. And so that was devastating to me, and it was really discouraging. And so I'm going to go back to doing that, because I told my husband, I was like, baby, I have not been this size since college. However, you cannot tell, because obviously if I could tell, I would have started something immediately, but you cannot tell. I'm still, fine. So you can't like really tell or whatever. I don't even know where the 10 pounds, like, where it came from. Like, where did I lose it at? Definitely not my face has not gotten smaller. My arms are still the same. Obviously, y'all can see the girls are sitting up. The girls are still the same. So yeah, I have no idea, and I don't think it's my butt, because I have literally been saying, like, okay, look, I think my butt is getting plumper and stuff like that. My husband's been saying stuff too. So baby, I just don't know. Who knows? Okay, we're gonna wrap up. And then the last thing that you should expect during week 15 is that if you do see baby on the ultrasound, that their skin is going to be really transparent and really see-through. And again, like I told y'all at the beginning, they're going to look like an alien. Like, it's going to look like an alien baby. When we went to see baby 2 weeks ago, yeah, they gave us some printouts, and I was like, oh, babe, I can't use none of these. It was like one that I sent, my family and friends or whatever, people that do know. But baby, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna wait until. So I do have my anatomy appointment coming up in 3 weeks, and then and I feel like with Aria, I had a really bad anatomy ultrasound pictures. Like, I feel like I had really bad pictures, and that is what led us to go to 3D place. Now, it is a 3D place, but when you're like first trimester and the beginning of your second trimester, they cannot give you you're not going to want the 3D. So they don't just do 3D. They do like 3D, 4D, regular pictures and stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure that after when we did the anatomy scan with her or whatever, she did not do well. She always used to put her hands and her arms in her face. She never, she would always be like this or this. She never, one time she had her feet like her legs up here. I'm like, girl, what is you doing? So she never took good. I think my 3rd trimester, sis was photogenic. That's when I knew, okay, we got one. But before like late 3rd trimester, sis did not like to be bothered. She still don't like to be bothered. So yeah, that's really all, what the app pretty much tells you. So for those that don't know, because I really have not said it, I use an app called What to Expect. It's like a purple app. It's like a purple and blue and white app, I believe, or purple and white app. You do not have to pay anything for it, and it's really helpful. I used it with my first pregnancy. Obviously, I'm using it with this pregnancy. I also use an app called We Moms. I have not been on that app this pregnancy, but I was on it with Aria. That app, it'll tell you a couple things, but in my opinion, What to Expect is more detailed. And they have, just more information or whatever. They talk about mom, they talk about baby, they use different fruits or just different objects around your home to explain or to describe what size baby is that week. It's pretty cool. They also have like different ads on there, and they also talk about like what to expect as far as like your anatomy scan, or getting blood work done within this week and that week. And then again, I think I've already said it, they have people, just different companies advertising, like Amazon and Target, about starting a baby registry. So I really, really do like What to Expect. Again, it's called What to Expect app. The We Mom app, it's more like a community app where there are women all around. I don't even know if they're in your area, but they're just like all around. They are also pregnant, and you can be in a group with those that are the same week or same month as you. Like your babies obviously will be born in the same month, or you can be in a group with moms that are just like, some moms may be 6 weeks, just found out, and 6 weeks pregnant, and then one mom may be like 40 weeks and about to get induced. And so it's really cool because everyone is like, what do you guys think I'm having? Or are you guys experiencing this right now or that right now? So it's very helpful, definitely for those that are first time moms, or those that like really don't have anyone to talk to about what they're experiencing, what they're expecting, what they should be expecting. And so again, it's just like a community based app. So I really do enjoy both of them. Like I said, I have not been active on the We Mom app this second time around, possibly because I know kind of what to expect or whatever this time around, but obviously they're still really great resources. As I close, I want to say that I am still thriving. I'm doing well. I'm still kind of like symptom free. I will say that sleep is getting a little bit better. I did mention in the first vlog that my sleep was just not it. I don't have the I word. I don't even want to say it out loud. Go back and see what I'm talking about in the first video. I don't even want to, when you can't sleep, okay? So I don't even want to say that out loud every time I knock on wood, because that was a horrible experience for someone that works and that just has to be on this set schedule. And like, I work like sometimes 12 hours a day, because I'm at work like 8 or 9 hours, and then I'm practicing with the girls, and then just a lot or whatever, because I am a dance coach. And so not being able to sleep, like when it was time to sleep, was horrible. When I say horrible, I mean literally horrible. So it's not that extreme or anything like that. It's just that I do wake up like every 2 hours because I have to use the restroom. And then one of the times that I wake up, which is the last time I wake up, which is like at 4:30, I can't go back to sleep really, because I think my brain understands that I have to get up at 5 to get ready for us to get out the house. And so it sucks. I'm not gonna lie, it sucks, which is why I have started going to bed a little bit early, just so I can catch up on what I'm missing towards the back, the back end or whatever. But yeah, besides the sleeping and all of that, I am happy to say that I can now sleep on my left side. My first trimester, I could not sleep on my left side for nothing, but now I am able to sleep on my left and my right. However, sometimes I do wake up and I'm on my back, which always freaks me out. You really, really want to not sleep on your back, because that can be detrimental due to the baby possibly laying on one of your nerves. all of it. Just look it up. And so sometimes, you know, I'll find myself, or sometimes I'll do it on purpose, but I'll kind of like be slanted, and like I'll be on my back, but like half of my back or whatever. So I've been trying to find ways, because I do get really good sleep on my back or whatever, and so I do try to find ways to kind of finesse it and to eliminate the danger and the risk of, you know, baby not being here anymore. But yeah, y'all, it's just really the sleep thing for me. Like I said, I'm not really experiencing anything else, thank God. But you know, all in all, I'm grateful for this experience. I'm so happy that I get to share with you guys us trimester early. And yeah, I look forward to next week. So obviously, before we leave, I'm going to give you guys a bump update. So yeah, baby is at the bottom, and they're chilling. They're very chill, baby. I'm kind of ready for them to kind of amp up a little bit to let me know that they're there. So yeah. So let me move my chair. And I kind of got on this loose dress, but there is baby right there. There is baby right there. And it's so crazy, y'all, because I've been saying like, oh, I think I'm bigger than my first time around. But for them to say that I still have been losing weight is ridiculous. But yeah, there's baby. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, peace.